The following program is intended for mature audiences.
You are lounging. You are just lounged out.
I feel good.
Yeah, you look good.
Thank you.
We were in jail. I would totally tap that. Welcome to the Cosmic Disaster Show. I'm Tommy D.
All right.
And we are just coming off of taping a really, really bad episode of Masters of the Nerdiverse. That shit was ugly. It was ugly.
It's like my ball sack.
Oh, yikes.
Whoa.
Sorry to hear that. If you've got ugly
I
balls.
didn't know ball sacks was supposed to be cute.
Whoa.
I didn't know that. I mean, are they?
What, ball
I
sacks
think
are
it was
supposed to be
good.
cute?
I just sucked at the questions. That was some general knowledge, like level, like.
Maybe that's why I thought the quiz was good, because I'm like, hey, it wasn't that bad. It's like one of my quizzes.
Oh, God. All right, so this week we're going to be talking about Rise of the Skywalker. Potential spoilers. Spoiler alert. I've got a button for that.
You have a button for that. If I was
spoiler
over there,
alert. There we
I'd
go.
hit the button,
Look at
but
the
I'm not
button.
over there.
You're not over here. No, you'll next time. So we do have potential spoilers, so please be aware of that. We're letting you know. We're also going to be talking about Life Day and the infamous Star Wars holiday special. All that to come here. And yeah, so let's go around and check in with folks because, geez, oh man, that was a rough ride. So joining us from the far reaches of Discordia, it's Daddy Louie.
Hello, children.
How's it going?
Hey, chef.
Good. I'm good.
Wow.
All right.
Very descriptive.
I'm glad you're good. There we go.
I'm good.
And lounged out like a French girl. It's the smoothest of the bobs. Smooth Bob.
I am good. I cried last night watching Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah,
Great movie, though.
We're going to talk about it. We're definitely going to talk about that because it's, it got me a couple times. General knowledge.
Hey, I'm just really hoping that holiday season, I can't wait for it to be over.
Yeah?
I'll just say that.
Not happy with the holiday season?
No, it's just very busy at work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, a lot of packages going in and out. A lot of big packages.
Money.
Lots of furniture.
A lot of small packages.
Like
Medium-sized packages.
We're going to make you sit up here in a second. Sit up.
All right, Deadpool.
All right, continuing around the circle, we've got Jake Wellen.
Hi there.
What do you guys are over there getting hammered.
Well, I thought we were having an ugly Christmas sweater party. So we're partying, but some people didn't get the memo.
only the
No, I
people that are
didn't.
actually
No, literally didn't get it.
only the people that are wearing Christmas
Don't I got
sweaters are
Christmas
actually
colors
partying.
on though?
You do.
Sort of.
Sort of.
I guess.
Yeah, those of us wearing Christmas attire are partying.
I'm wearing
well,
red.
no, you're not partying.
I'm wearing red.
You're eating
My
a
drawers
cookie,
are
though.
green, so that counts.
Yeah, I've got. I'm not partying.
You got
I'm not
cookie.
partying, but yeah, I've got a cookie right
You
there.
just don't really
Did you
like
say your drawers are
eggnog.
green?
No,
This isn't.
I do not
this
like
isn't
eggnog
St.
at all.
Patrick's Day.
So also continuing on and following up from his global tour recently, it is Mr. Deacon, host of the Mr. Deacon Experience. You just did a worldwide sex tour, from what I understand.
Did
Is that
I?
correct? Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
Yeah.
I
Too
saw-
bad I didn't get none of
I saw
the whole
some
tour.
I saw some of the tapes. So it was the Backdoor Baghdad tour.
Oh,
It was your
how
Middle
dare
Eastern,
you.
your Middle Eastern tour of
wow.
you get in however.
No, that's a
you
good title though. If you could use it, that's a good title like that.
Backdoor Baghdad
Yeah, the
or
Backdoor
Baghdad Backdoor.
Baghdad, backdoor. No,
Backdoor Baghdad.
Either or.
There's a tongue twister.
Back.
Yeah, it's a tongue twister backdoor.
Yeah. So this week, welcome everyone to the show. This week we are talking about Rise of Skywalker and the holiday special. And as I said, we just did Masters of the Nerdiverse, which is going to be coming out on Thursday. So don't forget to check that out. And the entire episode was about the holiday special. And Jake Wellen was our quiz master, and you fucked shit up. What the hell happened?
Stuck in the fucking room.
Took people to school.
I just think other people didn't watch the Christmas special.
Yeah.
Well, there's that.
It was my first time. Why are y'all,
That's
why
what
are
she
y'all
said.
haters?
No, I think you did a great job. The questions were well written. I think that no, everything was well done. You really did a nice job.
You got a
But,
voice like Morgan Freeman, and it kind of put me to sleep.
But
In a
you
good way.
did do story time though, and that was you had your little book and everything. And
Well, I mean, it's pretty much just because nobody was interrupting me during the nope. It turned into story time.
Yeah, it turned into story time. So there was a lot. Yeah, so
We couldn't interrupt because we didn't know shit. We were just listening.
yeah.
I'm gonna need you to know shit next time. Thank you.
Damn.
All right, so before we actually get into the show and start talking about things, Jake Quellen, you've got our Geek of the Week, do you not? It's time for Geek of the Week! And still insert cool graphic here.
Absolutely.
So our Geek of the Week this week is...
Our Geek of the Week this week is James Grimes.
Insert picture here.
Yes. I have known him for quite a few years. We're from the same little hometown, Dover, Ohio, and he is the biggest Christmas geek. He has a countdown in his office all year round. He'll post updates throughout the year, letting people know when Christmas is coming. He had about 7 or 8 trees up in his little 2-bedroom apartment, like, before Halloween. He makes cookies, candy, he sends cards. Like, I literally got a Christmas card in the mail, and we work together, so I'm like, you could have put it on my desk, bruh. But, you know, just the joy of sending Christmas cards out, cookies, whatever, like, he is so excited about this time of year, and he likes to spread joy as much as possible. We usually also do, he challenges people to, like, when you go through a drive-thru, pay for the person behind you and see if they'll pay it forward, kind of thing. Like,
To the death?
what?
You said he challenges people, like, at the drive-thru.
No,
like,
he's just like, hey,
pay for
do
someone
a really,
or die.
do a really nice thing for someone, and like go through a drive-thru and just say, hey, I want to pay for the person behind me, and like people get so excited, like even the drive-thru person, like, really? Oh, that's so nice, because I've done it before.
Have you ever like grabbed someone's food like as the person is like handing you your food into your car?
Oh,
like,
run through the drive. Oh.
You just kind of run up like, gotcha, can't catch me.
That's why I get this close between me and the window.
You
I don't
can't
let
do that
anybody
anymore because they
get
put
near
those
my
like
car.
those poles up right there, so they stop people from robbing motherfuckers.
What, is that a thing that you do, Tommy?
Yeah, there's
I want to know about a lot of things that Tommy does. How many fucking bags of chicken McNuggets have you taken from a poor innocent child?
I mean, yo quiero Taco Bell. I don't.
So thank you for Geek of the Week. That was very nice.
He's like, let's just shift it off of me.
one horror story with that fast food thing where
Yes.
someone did that and the person behind them had ordered almost $80 in food, and like the person kept asking them, they're like, are you absolutely positive you want to do this? Like, I understand you're trying to pay it forward and everything, but like, just be sure you want to do this. And he's like, yeah, no, it's fine. And then they are like, all right, and they swiped it. He looked at the receipt and he's like, what the
I mean, they could tell you how much it's gonna.
Exactly.
I've done it before, and they were like, "It's like $12. Is that okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, totally."
yeah,
So
they were like,
I
$8
challenge
just like-
everyone listening to do that thing.
I'll do
The
that
James
next time.
Grimes challenge, Geek of the Week.
The James
Wait till you
Grimes
come
challenge.
behind me.
Very nice.
I got something for your ass.
Can you follow me to the
bunch of
drive-through
quarter
liquor
pounders.
store?
I need all the Cavaliers Big Mac combo meals, Shit.
How many dinner boxes is that? That's like
That's what I'm saying. I'm a
That's a
dinner
lot,
boxer ass to
man.
death.
That's a lot of dinner boxes. All right. So James Grimes, the Geek of the Week. So well done, James. We're going to jump into our topic of the day, which is, of course, the holiday special. And why am I wearing all this stuff? I can't.
you've got like a hat,
A weird Christmas jacket on.
and some headphones.
And a headband.
And
Yeah,
a
and a
headband.
Star Wars T-shirt under your hoodie, under your jacket.
How are
Gotta
you
love
not
his
like
the
sweating?
fashion statements that he's making.
Yeah, I'm layered up.
I feel like you should have
Layered up.
taken the hoodie off. That's just one.
We
layer
aren't
too
on
many.
Hoth.
Should we call you Trident?
I'm sorry, what now?
Should we call you Trident? Because you're layered.
I don't get it.
This mother.
Trident layers.
I got that joke.
Oh, I thought you were talking
thought
like
he was talking
mermaid,
about-
like King Trident.
Damn. I thought you were talking like Triton from Teen Titans.
He's more of an onion, really.
Salt and layers.
Onions and cakes. They both have layers and tears.
Yeah, they do. All right, so so the Star Wars holiday special, the infamous holiday special, clearly,
It's so good.
Clearly, not very many people here have seen it. Mr. Deacon, you said you may have watched it when you were a kid, possibly.
Dude, I have. I'm trying to piece all the. I'm trying, and my mind is still like, what the fuck did I miss? I can't. I don't know.
You missed something special.
Yeah, I did. No, it's probably there when I'm gonna have to go on YouTube and watch it. Then I'm like, holy shit, you know.
No, I had never seen it until like 2 days ago, and I've seen it like 5 or 6 times now.
Yeah.
Because I made this amazing quiz for everyone. Nobody knew the answers to.
And you had to do the research.
I did all the research.
So we'll start with Discordia. Daddy Louie, you said that you started watching it and couldn't get through it. And here's what I want to know is I'm not sure how you couldn't get through it when it is just so good. There is you've got an immersive look into Wookiee culture, which you don't see anywhere else. I mean, it's deep dive into Wookiee culture.
Baby Lumpy makes me cry.
Baby Lumpy. There is virtual reality pornography. I'm not even kidding about it.
They have that now.
They do, but they didn't have that.
In
Was the first
1978 though?
No,
1978 is when it came out. And and it was Diane Carroll.
Diane Carroll.
The beautiful, beautiful songbird Diane Carroll. And
which I read it was supposed to be Cher
Cher,
but
which
turned out
I like Diane Carroll. It was just
she was perfect for it.
Yeah, it was a lot sexier, I think. It was it was Grandpa. Grandpa sat down, Grandpa Itchy.
Yeah, Itchy took care of that, Scratchy.
Yikes! Oh man, we might have to go ahead and do that one right there. We won't do the whole thing though because it's like a minute, and y'all are drinking eggnog too. So.
And don't forget the Budweiser and the Tito's.
Mm-hmm.
Did you just pour some Tito's in your Budweiser?
That wasn't a bad idea, but I didn't do it. I should have done it.
Okay, so maybe you are gonna play the whole thing.
No. No, we're done. All right. So, but so Daddy Louie, you obviously probably didn't get to the porn section of the Christmas special.
Full disclaimer, I've seen it in the past when I was younger, and I was like, anything Star Wars was pure gold to me. I watched it, when I was like 5.
Sure.
But as an adult now, today, sitting there trying to watch it, I couldn't do it. It was just that bad.
What was it? I mean, really, what was it about it that you just couldn't get through?
The acting is just awful, and the fact of the matter that, do Wookiees look like that now? Like, I guess I've seen, Kashyyyk in, what was it, Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
And that's what I imagine Kashyyyk to be. And then you look at Kashyyyk in this movie, and it's like,
but you know what? It was there though. I mean, what we saw of Kashyyyk in the movie, you've got like these treehouse type things going on, and then you have. I mean, it's been documented that they live. These trees are incredibly tall, and in the holiday special, they showed that if you fall off this tree, they showed. Like, you couldn't see to the bottom.
But, like, what was the whole scene with the little boy walking on the railing outside the house? Like, I thought he was going to die within the first
idiots.
7 minutes of the movie.
Kids are fucking.
No, I think that was
Well,
I think that was to illustrate the fact that Wookiees, that's where they live, that's their home, that's where they feel comfortable doing that. Lumpy was not afraid to fall because he knew he had that shit. He knew he was good.
Yeah, because they also have retractable claws that they use to snap into trees to stop him from falling.
Yeah.
So they're good to go.
But Mala's costume, her Wookiee costume, was made from one of Chewbacca's original costumes. So.
Really?
Yeah.
She was wearing an apron.
Yeah, and can we talk about how the entire kitchen just looked like it was straight out of a 70s household?
I mean, it was.
Well, it was.
Like,
I mean,
though.
sitting there. I'm like, it just looks like they were on the set of that '70s show. Like,
Right.
what the fuck?
they just went to IKEA, got some shit.
The softer
set it
side
up.
of Star Wars.
Like, literally, I'm looking at the cupboards. I'm like, wait, why do they have human-sized cupboards? They're 7-foot tall Wookiees. Like, shouldn't they have bigger stuff?
They were lumpy size cupboards. They were for the,
that's
they were
what
for
I
little the lumpster.
Man, that boy had to do a lot of chores. I felt so bad for him.
You know, and well, see, and that was the thing about it too. Like, a lot of people will complain that, you know, well, we don't speak Shishiric, which, you know, we don't know what they're saying, right? But you could tell, you know, Lumpy just wanted to play with his toys. You know,
He
Mala
wanted
was
to
like,
watch another hologram, but his mom was like, no, stop watching the TV. Come.
Yeah. No,
dry
you
the
can't have a
dishes."
cookie. Do the dishes.
yeah, right, exactly. So it was just, you know, it was relatable. You could totally relate to Lumpy's pain and suffering and struggle. And, you know, if we look at Itchy, you know, Louie, you had mentioned that. Is that
I
what?
don't really want to look at it.
Is that what Wookiees look like now? But he had a bit of a speech impediment. He had just a little bit of an underbite. You know, I mean, I don't know what
A little bit.
He had a physical deformity. You know, he was old.
But Diane Carroll still loved him.
Diane Carroll still loved the fuck out of him. I
think
mean,
you're adorable.
yeah. It's like, you brought me into existence. Let's do it. I mean, it was. I don't know who.
Fuck did this air at, man?
CBS.
Prime
What
time
are you talking about?
on-
Porn, though.
I'm not kidding. I'm not. Okay, so Itchy, Grandpa, his lips like this, you know.
And he's a Wookiee.
He's a Wookiee, yeah. He's a Wookiee, and they have this like VR chair. Like,
Well, I don't
How
know.
the fuck did I miss this as a kid? I can see
I don't know
why.
if he's necessarily a Wookiee when it comes to these circumstances.
oh, he was a Wookiee.
I'd say he's more of a professional
You know what? I can't.
All right.
instead of a rookie.
No.
He's not
Oh
Sang
my
it.
God, Jesus. So,
Oh Lord, man.
but anyway,
If I remember this as a kid, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
you know,
I
it was.
swear.
But you know, Mr. Deacon, I'm telling you, there he sits down and have you ever seen that movie? I think it's called The Gamer. What's his name from? He was King Leonidas. Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler.
Oh yeah, I know that
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
So in the movie, you know, people like you're using human beings as players in games. Like, you just sit in a chair and jack in, and
I remember.
you
I
control
seen
them,
a
right?
piece of that. Yeah.
So basically, you know, Itchy's virtual reality chair looked a lot like that. He had some VR, like a VR headset that came down. Like, you know, Mala, his daughter or daughter-in-law, they really never explained. Daughter-in-law, right? Yeah.
Itchy is Chewie's father.
Yes. So the daughter-in-law, she basically like helps him get settled in and like pats him on the shoulder, like, have a good
Art
time.
Carney brought it. That was his Life Day gift.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, trust me, you'll love it. And then
Yeah.
All right. So when we leave here, I'm gonna have to give me a link. I'm gonna have to check this
Yeah,
out.
if
see it's
for
out.
no, if nothing else, if you don't, and Daddy Lou, you as well, if you know you don't watch it for anything else, watch the Boba Fett cartoon. It's cheesy as shit too, but it's kind of reminiscent of Heavy Metal. From, if you guys have ever seen the Heavy Metal cartoon from back in the
Yeah,
day.
that's what I got from
Yep,
it.
it's
too.
very reminiscent of that. It's the first appearance of Boba Fett, you know, so it's definitely worth watching. And you know, Wookiee VR pornography. It's this shit is dope. I mean, check it out.
Does Lucas
just for
approve
that.
this shit?
Well, you know, he
Yes
approved-
and no?
Yes and no. he greenlit it, but then I think he disapproved.
so like they started filming this in August and it aired in November.
Yeah.
And they were like, he was like, I thought they needed subtitles and whatever for the Wookiee stuff, but he's like, we don't have time.
Yeah.
Heck with it, let's go.
We're just gonna run with it.
It was just rushed.
you know,
And
Luke.
did it did it generate a lot of money?
It did well. I mean, but
How the fuck did I miss this?
I don't know. Maybe you were
You
drunk.
got to think at the
flabbergasted.
time.
I must have been a
at the
drunk
time, the only thing that had
45-year-old.
come out was
I wouldn't be
episode-
surprised. I used to get in my mom's liquor cabinet and get her Canadian Mist and shit. Anyway,
What'd you say, Louis?
I mean, you got to think at the time the only thing that had come out was episode 4.
Yeah.
So people were like fiending for more Star Wars.
Yep, absolutely.
Because it had become such this cult thing, you know. They would have taken anything, and they did.
Singing.
You know,
Carrie Fisher was singing.
She was singing. She sang a song at the end.
yeah, she did. She, general knowledge. You were gonna say something?
And like, I never realized the whole fact that like Mala put him into the little. So
Yeah.
imagine Sherry to your dad.
Yeah.
Just went and put him over into like a little seat and was like, "There you go. There's your little jerk off
Yeah.
station." Just she personally put him
Yeah.
in this. Like what?
Yeah. Yeah. She's.
That's
It
disturbing.
was
I thought Art Carney did it.
no. Mala did it. It was like partner assisted masturbation. So she put him in the chair, and
She's the assistant to the assistant.
positive.
The assistant.
The
What
assistant
in the
to the assistant.
What the fuck are we talking about
The
here?
secret assistant.
Jesus.
The assistant.
All right.
Regional manager.
But it's I'm telling you, it's just
I don't believe it. I don't believe nothing. I don't believe nothing you guys
You
got to
have
say.
to
It's
see
about it.
it to
100%.
believe it.
It's 100%.
Christmas
It's 100% legit.
Holiday special.
The holiday special.
And what year did this come out?
1978.
1978.
This came out in 78.
Yes.
Yes.
No wonder I said my mom would have been like, "You are never watching this shit if it was like that."
Yeah.
Well, you can Ripley's.
But it's not a Christmas special because technically, because it came out November 17th, it was a Thanksgiving special.
Yeah.
It was a holiday
It's the holiday special. Yeah. So
And this aired on CBS.
CBS.
I
Prime
can't-
time. Prime time, daddy.
All right, but like I said, I'm gonna have to check it because I don't remember this shit. I don't see how I
Everyone-
ever could have forgotten something like this.
Luke is in drag pretty much. I mean,
he's wearing a lot of
he's
makeup.
wearing a
He's real
ridiculous
pretty.
amount. He
Wait,
is.
wait.
He's
Yeah,
real
What did-
pretty.
what did Luke-
Dyed
what did he look
bleach
like?
blonde.
He was okay. So Luke, it had the whole cast. I mean,
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill was there. Harrison
entire
Ford,
cast,
the
yeah.
Anthony Daniels, Kenny Baker, Peter Mayhew, everyone.
James Earl Jones was
James
the voice
Earl
of
Jones.
Darth
When it
Vader.
aired, what time? Did it
Prime
pick a
time. Prime time. It's probably about 7 or 8
I think
o'clock
it
at
was like
night.
7 or 8, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Oh shit.
It aired instead of Wonder Woman.
And what?
And the Incredible Hulk.
It was a
Yeah,
Thanks-
Incredible Hulk.
It came on Thanksgiving.
Well, on the 17th.
It was the week before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I you know
November
what? I
17th.
kind of somebody remember I got in big trouble. I did something and I had to go to bed that night.
Oh, there you go.
That might be why I haven't seen this.
There you go.
Because
That
I
was-
started thinking, I think I got.
You
some
could have
big
won
shit.
that quiz.
Because
No,
you
it was
were
an ass whooping.
If you
I
hadn't
did
gotten in
something-
trouble that night.
I did something bad.
You were
might have
sneaking
won
out
that
Sierra
quiz.
Mist.
Holy shit! I remember now too, and I was crying like a little bitch. I'm about to see it. I'll
and
check
it was
it
the
out.
only time it ever aired. You missed
Yeah.
out big.
Yeah, I think I missed out big
Yeah.
time.
But everyone, the entire cast was there. Everybody was a part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody.
But there was commercials
Every
for this.
single part of it. Every
there
Ass,
person
and
was there.
I'm, when you said Mark Hamill in drag, that jarred something.
He was
Yeah.
real pretty.
Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't really in drag, but there was so much makeup. He was
Yeah.
wearing a
Let-
makeup of
Let's
makeup.
just say he
Harvey
wouldn't want to
Korman
go in
was
prison.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh yeah, Mark Hamill was a pretty motherfucker
Yeah.
at
I
that
got
point.
my ass whooped that night.
Yeah, he was
But
pretty motherfucker.
Harvey
This would've been
Korman was
something
in drag.
Harvey Korman was in drag.
He
Yes,
was the cooker.
The cooker,
the
yes.
cooker,
the cooker.
the cooker.
Julia Childs.
All right, don't spoil
Yeah,
it for me.
Basically.
I'll check it out.
With 4 arms.
Yep, I want to do that cosplay.
Whip, whip.
Well, we have 4 arms too.
I want to get that.
Get it? You have 4 arms.
I need to get you another button.
And she's drinking, so it's gonna be worse.
It's gonna be even worse.
Hell
All
no,
right.
you are getting a lot of fuck yous tonight. It's not
we
normal.
also have 4 arms.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And no one heard me say, "Yeah, you can Ripley's." Believe,
Yeah,
I heard you
I
say
heard you
that.
say that.
believe it or not.
Yeah, I just. I
This
heard.
fuck. Oh,
I was stuck on the fuck you.
So yeah. Anyway, the holiday
Trash.
special. The holiday special is great.
I think B. Arthur's song was by far the best thing in the whole show.
Yeah, B. Arthur's in it. So if y'all know the Golden Girls,
Yes.
you know that was
one is actually like
What's her original show?
Dorothy, right? It was Dorothy.
B. Arthur played Dorothy, yeah. Betty
Yep.
White's the only Golden Girl left today. But
Yeah.
yeah, B. Arthur was Dorothy.
Yeah.
She was Maud. She did a lot
Maud,
of Broadway.
yeah.
She was in Mame.
Yeah, and what else was funny is you had a lot of like pretty much aside from the actual Star Wars cast, the other cast members they're all comedians, which I thought was great.
And Jefferson Starship.
And Jefferson motherfucking Starship, how fucking good! And it was trippy. I mean, there was like holographic like circus performers.
Yeah.
Oh, and that one stormtrooper, he got fucking killed. I mean, it was bad. It was real. They pushed his ass off the ledge. Just,
Yeah.
And you heard, what is it, the Wilhelm scream? Is that what it is? What's, yeah, what is it? What is the scream that they
the
use?
Wilhelm scream.
Is it the Wilhelm scream? Yeah. They push his ass off the balcony, and he just plummets to his death.
That's
In every movie.
yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, they use it a lot.
They do use it a
the
lot.
Wilhelm
That is
scream.
iconic. That is an iconic
It is.
soundbite, man. You
And
can't get away from
if
it.
I'm not mistaken,
It's good today.
if I'm not mistaken, it's in every Star Wars film.
Yep.
Or they try to make sure that it's incorporated into every Star Wars film, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to do some research on that. So the holiday special, and what I'd like to ask our viewers and our listeners is there anything worse than the holiday special? Have you ever seen anything or witnessed anything?
If she says The Last Jedi, I swear to God.
In the Star, are we talking about in the Star Wars universe?
No, period. Just in the world of entertainment.
I know it's coming. I know it's coming out of her
Missed
mouth.
it by this much.
See, I loved it, but I also love Xanadu. So
Xanadu.
But they both have an animated sequence.
Oh, Lord.
But they had ELO instead of Jefferson Starship. They both had an animated sequence.
That shit was rough.
Zeus and roller disco.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you need.
Yep. Roller disco and gods.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at Mr. Deacon's like, I need to drink more. But
Man, I should have been around in the 70s.
They had two beers.
you should have 2 beers, right? So we've all heard about how awful the holiday special is, but now I put that to the circle as well. So baby Louie, Daddy Louie, baby Daddy Louie, are you gonna say John Wick? But I mean, you're really not qualified to say because you haven't seen the entire holiday special yet.
I mean, I saw it when I was a kid.
Yeah, but you don't remember it. Not
No,
all of it.
that's true. Yeah, so I'm not qualified to answer.
All right.
I don't understand why he's hating on Wick so much.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, it's
He might have had a bad experience. It might have been a big, really
Somebody,
big
did somebody
fat guy.
shoot your dog?
so
No.
You kick my dog.
now.
You come into my yard and you kick my
So
dog.
Smooth Bob, you haven't seen it. Not in its entirety. You've seen like little bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces. I remember like some
No, I
sort
know
of
where it's
special,
from.
but with like the Muppets. I don't think that was like the holiday special though.
No, there's no Muppets.
No, there's no Muppets.
There's
I don't know
circus
what the fuck I
performers.
saw in there.
No, yeah, and the cool thing about the holiday special is that they're legit using like set pieces and the actual costumes and props from the film. So I mean, if you were to like just look at it, I mean, it looks legit. I mean, it looks really good. So general knowledge. What about you? Is there anything in your opinion? Is there anything worse than the Star Wars holiday special?
See, that's a tough question.
I mean,
answer.
in media in general, not just Star Wars.
I think that's a tough question to answer because, like, for me, I kind of viewed the Christmas special how I view the movie The Room, as in like it's so bad it's good.
Yeah.
And it's because I'm such a huge I'm a Star Wars fan, so it's like even though it was absolute garbage, I'm still like it's funny.
Yeah.
Because like they actually tried to make this good, and it's so garbage.
Oh, they fucking went for it.
So it's like the same thing with the rooms. It's like it's so awful, but like it's such a cult classic now. And like that's kind of how the holiday special is. Like it's a cult classic, but it sucks. Like it's awful. So that's why it's tough for me to answer because like I like it, but I still think it's terrible. So like it's hard for me to like say if anything's worse because there's shit that I think's terrible that I just hate, whereas I think that's terrible, but I love it.
Yeah.
So it's
No,
like
I totally get it. It's like it's just my kind of terrible.
yeah, it's tough. It's a tough question to answer. If anything, I'd probably maybe say Rubber because I fucking hate that movie.
Rubber's a good movie though.
No.
It's fun. It's
See,
fun. No?
I hated it. Oh, and you know what? I'll take that back. I'll replace Rubber with Rent.
Rent.
Rent?
Like the musical.
Rent, the musical movie, whatever it is. I fucking
900
I
something.
don't. Please don't.
That would
That
man.
be stuff.
Speaking
that
of,
is-
they say that
You know
Cats
what
movie
we
is
should?
horrible.
You've
No, you know, I
already-
was gonna say, you know what we should be
that was
talking
already
about?
too much. It's gonna be stuck in my head
Cats.
for a week.
Cats is garbage.
But
that came out this week too,
but
right?
this is
I've
a
just
Star
never seen
Wars
it.
show.
It's a Star Wars
We're
show.
I
still
know,
talking
but
about
it's
Star
worse
You
than
said
the
it
holiday
it was just
special.
any media.
True.
So that
true.
yeah, for me, Rent.
Rent.
Yeah.
All right.
I hate it.
Jake Quellen.
I loved it.
No,
What's
but
your
I mean,
problem?
what's no? I mean, like, so basically for you, anything else is worse.
Not
Then-
anything. No.
no.
Like it's not great. It's
No, it's
terrible.
not.
It's so cheesy. But it's my kind of terrible. I love
Right.
it. Like I said, I love Xanadu. I like that cheesy stuff. It's very like variety show like, and I love Harvey Korman from like the Carol Burnett, show.
yeah.
I love B. Arthur. The Diane Carroll sequence was just a whole
I
thing.
can't. I can't.
I can't either. But like it's also a really important thing for Star Wars fans because it is the first appearance of Boba Fett. Kind of like I was really big into the Tracy Ullman show as a kid, and that was the first appearance of The Simpsons. And that was their just like between sketches, like little, funny little cartoon clip.
Yeah.
So it's important. Whether or not you like it, it's important.
But I also think a lot of people shit on the holiday special
Yeah.
and they haven't even seen it. They just kind of
Right.
like go with the crowd. They're like, oh, everybody says it sucks. It's terrible. But it does suck and it is
also,
terrible. But
yeah.
but there's still value in it though, I think.
Yeah, and you're saying like obviously there's a cult following because it only aired that one time. It was never on video.
Yeah.
It never aired again. And it still exists to this day because of bootleggers, because of crazy Star Wars fans who have wanted this to live on.
Well, in the Weird Al Yankovic, White and Nerdy, there's a scene in there where he's like buying a bootleg copy of the VHS Star Wars holiday special.
Nice.
So I mean, it's like that's that thing where it's like you are so white and nerdy that you're willing to risk your life, meet some dude in a shady alley
Yep.
somewhere, so you can cop that VHS bootleg copy of the holiday special.
Yeah, and now it's on YouTube for free.
For free. So I think we should watch it right now.
Yes.
We can watch it later.
You sure?
Yeah.
Mr. Deacon, I feel like you're ready to watch it right now.
I can't give an honest opinion till I see this shit.
Well, let's at least look at Diane Cannon.
No, I'm
Carol.
with you.
Carol,
We
Diane
gonna-
Carol,
We
yeah.
gonna watch that
Because
watch
it's,
it, but
she's just beautiful. She's wearing this
Beautiful.
I
nice
bet you.
little head thing,
Well,
and she's wearing like this little shimmery gown and
I was
whatnot.
gonna say, didn't you notice that she was like kind of like half human, half Wookiee? Like I felt like that was like Wookiee,
But
head,
like kind of pink,
Wookiee-ish hair.
sparkly.
Yeah,
Like
I was like,
it was
what?
almost more feathers than fur, but it
But
was something.
I'm still kind of like, what the fuck is wrong with Itchy? Like, goddamn.
you keep talking about this Itchy. He's the Wookiee, right?
Yeah, he's
Grandpa
yeah,
Wookiee.
He's
He's the
Chewie's
grandfather.
dad.
He's
The Viagra taking grandpa. Yeah, he
Yeah,
needs some
look,
Viagra.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
there's a
tell you
reason
what,
he's called Itchy.
yeah.
Oh,
He's probably got
scratching
He's
away, huh?
gross.
he's probably got the Minox. He's got a case of the Minox pretty
He's
bad.
gross.
So, but Mr. Deacon, when you see this dude, his fur is all gray. It's all good, because he's old. But there's something wrong with his face. I don't know, like
His mouth, he's like missing some teeth.
Yeah, like most Wookiees, when you see them, they have kind of like a snout like Chewbacca does,
Yeah.
kind of. You know what I mean? But
He's
but
special.
with Itchy, he does. He's got his.
Yeah.
And
looks
it's
like,
just
Damn, I wish I hadn't got my ass whooped that night. I kind of remember. No, for real. I kind of remember when this
Yeah.
supposed to air, and I was like, ooh, anything. Like I said as a kid, anything Star Wars, I loved it. I told you about the episode.
Yeah.
I told you about the Vader thing with
Yeah.
me as a kid.
yeah, yeah.
But I remember doing some bad shit. I can't remember what.
Well,
I
after
did.
after the show, we'll go ahead and check it
we're
out.
gonna check that shit.
But we're gonna wrap it up. We are gonna put a fork in this turkey, and we are gonna be heading on into the inner circle. That is the portion of the show for our Patreon subscribers. It is exclusive, and we are gonna be talking about the Rise of Skywalker. And it will probably be full of spoilers, which is why we're putting it behind a paywall.
Why you gotta pay
As,
for it.
you gotta pay for it. Yeah,
So
exactly.
you don't be pissed.
So
What did I say? The rise of my ass walker.
the rise, yeah, you're like the rise of my ass walker.
yeah.
So
No doubt.
thank you all for joining us this week. Thanks to Daddy Louie all the way in the Outer Rim territory of Boston. Thank you, Smooth Bob. Thank you, General Knowledge, Jake Wellen, and of course, do check out Mr. Deacon Experience. He is our celebrity guest this week, and you can check out his podcast wherever fine podcasts are heard, and wherever not so fine podcasts can be heard as well.
Yeah, that too.
But it'll be the finest of the not so fine podcasts, right?
True.
There you go. So next week we're going to continue on. We'll be wrapping up our month-long Salute to Star Wars next week. So you can tune in here, or you can check us out anytime. I'm really tired. I'm sorry. This has been a bad. You were right, Mr. Deacon. My energy is just like
Your whole aura is off, dude.
Is this off
But
today?
your
when
little
ev-
hat is adorable.
my little hat is adorable. No one
This
can
shit
really
is
see.
like the Grinch who stole Christmas right now, dude. It's lean to the fuck. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. This shit is off, dude.
I know.
Your heart should double the size and shit.
No,
dog.
I know.
Why? That's what the fuck you need to watch.
What, the Grinch?
The Grinch,
No,
man.
I've seen
And
that.
think of how he
I've
turns
seen that.
shit around, man.
I feel like you should
Came
be wearing
back.
a sleeping hat and carrying a candle right now.
Oh, like Ebenezer?
Yeah.
I can deal with that.
That
All right.
was screwed.
All right, so we're going to head into the inner circle. We're going to be talking about the Rise of Skywalker, and that's going to be awesome. So if you'd like to be a part of the inner circle, all you have to do is head on over to patreon.com/Circle of Nerds, sign up, and you'll get all that fun stuff all the time. And what is that going to do? And Jake Quellen, you're gonna be pushing buttons from now on because I've just got way too many fucking things to push now with
Good.
all this video shit. So yeah,
She's like, yeah.
she's like, yeah, good. So
Like,
Petroni.
you're not gonna make me talk anymore.
No, yeah, you can
Thank you.
just eat your cookie. That's
Eat my
fine.
cookie.
Eat your cookie.
My
So
Wookiee.
before somebody else eats it. Anyway,
Rude.
I got
So-
that, Joe.
you got it right. Shh, over your head, under your feet. Oh, so Petroni, stick around. We're heading into the inner circle. Everyone else, thank you for joining us this week. Not a great episode, but I still feel like they're getting better than the first one. Maybe.
God, I ruined everything.
No, it was fine. It's not you. It's not.
Oh, now it's fine.
It's
fine.
not. It's not you. It's me. It really is. It's not you. It's me today. Today I'll take the hit on this one. I'm not going to blame tech for this. I'm just in a weird mood today, so it's fine. It happens. It's not you. Why are you looking at me like that? Eat your cookie. There we go. That was a
Did it
nice way
earlier,
to
and I
wrap.
felt real bad. Like, damn, that shouldn't even open my fucking mouth.
Hold on. Watch. She's going to lick her fingers. Hold on. Go ahead and lick the icing off your fingers. No? All right. All right, folks. We'll see you next week. And as always, you waited till I cut cameras, didn't you? You shithead. All right. So, as always, remember, if no one does anything nice for you, do something nice to yourself. And we'll see y'all next week.